This is my gameplay video of Dawn of Man. I spent about an hour and a half and only reached the Mesolithic age by the end of this video. Most of the gameplay involved me learning the interface, the game itself, and trying to correct the many mistakes that I made throughout the game. But luckily, it's pretty easy to fix the mistakes that you make. Now, I didn't record my voice during the game because I'm still trying to figure out this editing thing. So maybe once I get better, I'll be able to record my voice as I play. I decided to play the normal difficulty and play the tutorial, so I had some idea of what to do. The game is not very complicated, and it was an enjoyable experience to watch my tiny settlement turn into a mini hamlet. For those that are more experienced in this game, I understand that some of my actions may be infuriating, but feel free to give me tips and advices moving forward. Overall, I think that the graphics are pretty decent for a game like this. A game like this doesn't really require good graphics, as long as the gameplay is fine. The sound is alright. There's a lot of weather effects and animal sounds, but it does get annoying whenever something happens and it plays that annoying tone, which you'll hear later on. The interface isn't really that great because there are no hotkeys, which I'm used to. But everything you need is in the area, and everything that you need to check out the stats are on the top side. And I will say, the overlay, what you see on the top, it's pretty customizable. You can put whatever you want. And the terrain is actually very vast. I explored a bit and I actually got lost until I actually had to search for the hotkey to bring me right back to the settlement. First issue I ran into was sticks. I thought I had made a working area for sticks, but apparently sticks run out and they don't grow from the ground. So I had to look for a new stockpile, which I found eventually. After I resolved my stick issue, I built a house in preparation for my expanding population. I also built tools so I could gather more resources, but apparently tools need resources themselves, so it became a vicious cycle of just balancing everything and getting more resources for the tools. Dry skin is very important in building everything early on. And here I realized that I actually built 2 crafting huts. And at this point you only needed 1, so I had to recycle one of them. And when you recycle a building, you get a portion of your resources back, so it wasn't total loss. After I recycled one of the crafters, I decided to build a storage tent, since I was running out of space for all the additional resources that I started to gather. The second issue I encountered was I ran out of food, and to rectify that, I built a drying rack and started looking for animals that I can hunt. And there's no way I'm going to be hunting killing a horse. Can't eat copper ore, and the corns are not in season. There's a bunch of boars over here, but they look pretty dangerous, so I'm not gonna mess with them. Yeah, no horses. But I will build my food stockpile, and animals are gonna pay for it. Many animals are gonna pay for it.
Cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Some animals do fight back, such as this ancient cow, which tried to teach one of my villagers the secret of flight, which she failed to learn as she walks away peacefully. The third major mistake that I made was actually self-inflicted, since I didn't really want to build a skull pole, but apparently my villagers like to stick with skulls on top of it. And because of that, I decided that, hey, if they like to stick a skull with it, they might like a giant log with skull on it. So I decided to build a giant totem. Later on, I also found the animal kingdom, led by Simba's pride right here. I also found Pumbaa's pack and decided to hunt them down, but it seems like in this canon that Simba was not a friend of Pumbaa and decided to hunt him down himself. And so I decided to intervene by killing Pumbaa. But apparently Simba wasn't having it and decided to steal whatever was left of Pumbaa from me. and I did not appreciate that much. And therefore, this began the war between my villagers and the lions. And so I decided to search for them, look for them. Not even horses can calm my anger right now. So I decided to finally kill one of them. Now Simba didn't appreciate the death of his friend, so he decided to come and seek revenge on my villagers. But he made a big mistake and got killed by me. And in return, I got to feast on him. Here's Nala walking up and saying, well, you're an idiot. And then Simba's mother coming by saying, oh, that's not really my son, okay, goodbye. And then his entire pack decided to leave him, but I decided to hunt them all down. There's Nala, dead. And as I stated before, I didn't really play this game for too long, only for about an hour and a half. But the initial impressions are pretty good. I like the variety of animals that interact with each other, like seeing bears or lions killing herbivores, such as horses or boars even. There's a pretty good amount of variety in this game, and it actually taught me the names of ancient predecessors of modern day animals, such as Oryx is actually a cow apparently, which I had no idea. The replayability of this game isn't on the level of games such as RimWorld, but there is the novelty of playing this game. I know that you get raiders later on, but there should be more interaction between your tribe and other tribes. The DLCs are also free, so at the end of the day, it's still your decision whether you want to get this game or not. And this is the end of my short review and gameplay of Dawn of Man. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, please leave a comment, like, and/or subscribe. Thank you.